Afghanistan. A name that speaks of towering mountains and sweeping deserts, of ancient cities and nomadic tribes. A landlocked country in the heart of Asia, it has been a crossroads of cultures and empires for millennia. The Afghan people, known for their resilience and hospitality, are a tapestry woven from diverse ethnic groups, each with their own language, traditions, and stories. Pashtuns, Tajiks, Hazaras, Uzbeks, and many others have called this land home, their lives intertwined for centuries. Afghan culture is a rich blend of Persian, Turkic, and Indian influences, evident in its music, poetry, and cuisine. Despite the hardships they have endured, the Afghan people have clung to their traditions, their stories, their identity. They are a people who, even in the face of adversity, dare to hope for a brighter future. Afghanistan's strategic location at the crossroads of ancient trade routes has shaped its destiny. From the Silk Road to the heart of Asia, it has witnessed the rise and fall of empires, each leaving their mark on its culture and identity. The land witnessed the conquests of Alexander the Great, the rise of the Mughal Empire, and the expansion of the Persian Empire. This strategic importance, however, also made Afghanistan a target for conquest and conflict. Throughout its history, it has been invaded, occupied, and fought over by regional and global powers, each seeking to control its strategic location and resources. These historical struggles have left an indelible mark on the Afghan psyche, shaping its national identity and its relationship with the outside world. The 20th century brought new challenges to Afghanistan. The Soviet invasion of 1979 plunged the country into a decade-long war, leaving scars that are yet to heal. Millions were displaced, infrastructure was destroyed, and the country was flooded with weapons. The withdrawal of Soviet forces in 1989 did not bring peace. Instead, Afghanistan was engulfed in a brutal civil war as various Mujahideen factions, each vying for power, turned their guns on each other. This period of instability and violence paved the way for the rise of the Taliban, a hardline Islamist group that emerged from the chaos. The Taliban's rule from 1996 to 2001 was marked by a brutal interpretation of Islamic law, particularly oppressive towards women and girls. The US-led intervention in 2001, following the 9/11 attacks, toppled the Taliban regime. Section 4, A New Dawn, a Familiar Shadow. The fall of the Taliban brought a glimmer of hope to Afghanistan. A new constitution was adopted, schools and universities reopened, and women were once again able to participate in public life. The country held its first democratic elections, a historic moment that promised a break from the past. However, the road to peace and stability proved to be long and arduous. The Taliban, though weakened, were not defeated. They regrouped in the mountainous regions along the border with Pakistan, launching a relentless insurgency against the Afghan government and its international allies. Corruption, insecurity, and a resurgent Taliban insurgency plagued the country, undermining the fragile progress that had been made. Section 5, The Spirit of Afghanistan. The Taliban's return to power in August 2021 sent shockwaves across the world. Images of chaos at Kabul airport, with desperate Afghans clinging to departing planes, became a stark reminder of the human cost of conflict. Despite the fear and uncertainty, the spirit of the Afghan people remains unbroken. They have lived through decades of war, endured unimaginable hardships, and yet their resilience shines through. In the face of adversity, Afghans have shown extraordinary courage and compassion. The world watched in awe as Afghan women, despite the Taliban's oppressive ideology, raised their voices in protest, demanding their rights to education, work, and freedom. Section 6, A Tapestry of Hope. The story of Afghanistan is a complex tapestry woven from threads of resilience, hope, and sorrow. It is a story of a nation that has endured countless challenges, yet its people have never given up on their dreams of peace and a brighter future. The road ahead for Afghanistan is uncertain, but one thing is clear. The Afghan people are not defined by conflict. They are a people of remarkable strength, dignity, and compassion. They are heirs to an ancient civilization, a culture rich in tradition, art, and poetry. The international community has a moral obligation to stand by the Afghan people, to provide humanitarian assistance and to support their aspirations for peace, justice, and self-determination. The story of Afghanistan is not over. It is a story still being written where even in the darkest of times, the flame of hope continues to flicker.